So thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. We can't do anything like this without your presence. My name is Cindy. I organize with troublemakers. We believe in making good trouble for that which troubles us, and the billionaires are really troubling us in a very, very big way. It's time to listen to women. It's always time to listen to women. We are tired of being pushed around by patriarchy. I am going to introduce a powerful woman who is on our city council, Alexis Mercedes Rinck, who believes in fighting for us cooperatively. Okay, don't forget to vote. Re-elect Councilwoman Rinck. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I want to start us off with a chant, and I hope you'll join me. So chime in when you're ready. Our bodies, our choice, our power, our voice. Bodies, our choice, our power, our voice. Our bodies, our choice, our power, our voice. Our bodies, our choice, our power, our voice. Our bodies, our choice, our power, our voice. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for doing everything you can to resist this fascist regime. My name is Alexis Mercedes Rinck. I am your Seattle City Council member. I'm a queer woman. I'm Latina. I'm a renter. I used to be a waitress. But I'm also the youngest Seattle City Council member ever elected, representing a generation of leaders that will need to fight to protect what we've built. And we stand here today to resist a fascist power grab. That is what we are here to do, make no mistake. We stand here not as defeated, but as resisting this rising tide. We are the rising tide that will reshape this nation. And from the heart of Seattle and the Pacific Northwest, we know what progress looks like. We've demonstrated it to this country time and time again with paid sick leave policies, with the highest minimum wage in the country. We have led this country, and we fought back during the first Trump administration when Seattle passed 6 pieces of legislation to safeguard abortion access. We did our part, but make no mistake, this second administration is not an administration, it's a regime. And we will need to act and move differently to defend our community. We're gonna have to get creative, everybody. And we're gonna have to show up in different ways than we have before. But I know the spirit of this city has the will to do exactly that. So, we cannot let them win. They want to roll back decades of progress. They want to buy our democracy with their billions while working families can't afford medicine and health care. While teachers are surviving on our food banks, while waitresses are pulling double shifts, while young people who are just trying to get their start can't pay back their student loans. They want to strip away reproductive health care. They want to terrorize immigrant families. They want to attack our trans neighbors with hate campaigns and discrimination. They want to force people back in the shadows, and we will not let them. I was reminded this morning that Jeff Bezos makes $8 million an hour. These warehouse workers make $20 an hour. And are granted the dignity of a bathroom break. These are not people who respect our humanity. They don't see people's humanity. Musk's net worth is that of the GDP of small nations. And what does he choose to do with that money? Send people to space? What about what's happening here on our own planet? Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Tax the rich. every day, my office is hearing about organizations that I imagine people here know and love, who are contacting us saying, we lost our federal grant, we can't afford to keep our diaper program going for poor families. We're hearing from our food banks about record numbers, new faces coming in to be able to get food for their families. We're hearing about shelter programs having to close their doors. We are hearing this every day. And I'll share with you, I'm frightened about what this means for our community. The reality of more hunger in this community, people going hungry, our neighbors. We hear about the fear across our immigrant communities right now as well. People scared to send their kids to school for fear of being separated forever. It is shameful. It is disgusting. And it is exactly what the tech billionaire class wants. Let us not forget the authoritarian regime's playbook. They want us to be scared. They want everyday people to be scared, and they want governments to be scared because they rely on something called anticipatory compliance. They don't have the power to make everybody do what they want with their own force, so they're relying on people complying ahead of time. They're relying on that. And that is why it's incumbent upon us to do everything we can to put sand in the gears of the fascist regime. To take a stand. To find new ways. To be able to do this work. And we're taking up this work here in the city of Seattle. We are finding new ways to resist. On Seattle City Council, I started a new committee called our Select Committee on Federal Administration and Policy Changes. We started this a couple weeks after they paused all federal grants because we said, hold on. What does this mean for our city? What does this mean for all the work that we're trying to do? At that very first committee, I made sure that Planned Parenthood, Pro-Choice Washington, and Queer Power Alliance and Lavender Rights Project were at the table telling us about the realities of reproductive health care access, gender-affirming care access, and what it would mean if our state lost Medicaid. Now we're here just a couple months later, and our neighbors are going to be losing Medicaid access and benefits. Washington State will be one of the most impacted states in the country because of the changes from the big betrayal bill. 300,000 of our neighbors across this state will be losing health care access.
Hell no.
We cannot stand for this. We will not stand for this. There may be impacts also happening in Washington, but we know that not every state is like ours and holds these values that I know we all hold. We know that there are a number of states in this country that are taking up actions to restrict abortion access as well. And why that matters here is because we feel those impacts too. We have folks coming here to access services and care, basic health care, because abortion is health care. Gender-affirming care is health care. People are coming here for refuge and support and care, and we're going to keep providing it. We're going to keep providing it. And with that is going to come also new neighbors, because some of these folks may stay with us. And to that I say, I love having new neighbors. Our diversity is our strength. Our diversity is our strength, and it's something that we must continue to celebrate and honor. Amen. And so I'm so mindful also of what this means for our immigrant families and what is happening right now. My team has been inside our federal building. We've stood alongside organizations like Northwest Immigrant Rights Project. Yeah? Good, folks know about them. Awesome. If you don't know about them, look them up. They're doing incredible work. Standing alongside, and everyday people can accompany families in immigration proceedings. I know because I've done it. Everyday people can accompany these families who are facing some of the scariest situations of their lives, going into the federal building not knowing if they're going to be able to leave at least leave alongside their families. This is a frightening time, and I can't impress upon everyone here enough how scared so many of our neighbors are, carrying around all of their papers, because who knows what could happen at a trip at the grocery store. It's shameful. But we can take up more action too. So, on council, I've been fighting to increase our legal defense funding for immigrant families. I've tried a couple of times. I haven't been successful yet, but we're going to work on it. Would love your advocacy on that. City Council needs to know that our communities care about what's happening to our immigrant families. And City Council needs to know that you all want to see our city continue to step up and take action. They need that affirmation. I need you to help me in this fight. And I want to share with you one other thing that City Council is doing that I need your support on. And it's the Seattle Shield Initiative. Here in Seattle, in Washington State, we have one of the most regressive tax codes in the country. The second most regressive tax code in the country. It is entirely upside down. Working people pay disproportionately more of their incomes into taxes than the ultra wealthy do. It creates a business-friendly environment. You'll hear that language a lot. We're a very business-friendly environment. Well, the only more business-friendly state in the country is Florida. And we are not Florida. We don't have the sun. That's right. We're not Florida. We are Washington State. So taking steps to remedy our tax code and make sure the ultra wealthy and some of the most powerful corporations in human history pay what they owe is critical for our survival. And that brings me to the Seattle Shield Initiative. I have put forward legislation for a progressive tax proposal that would lower taxes on small businesses and ask our top 10% largest businesses here in Seattle to pay more. The 90 million that will come from that is going to fund shelter and housing, food access to try and backfill for these Medicaid cuts, access and services for people who are survivors of gender-based violence. These are all services that are under attack right now. And we have the opportunity here at the city level to actually make sure that these big corporations pay more so we can take care of our community. So let City Council know that you want to do that. We're all going to do it? Okay, great. Good. Seattle Shield. The Seattle Shield Initiative. Shield Seattle. Seattle. Shield Seattle. Shield Seattle. Shield Seattle. Shield Seattle. Shield Seattle. Shield Seattle. We're losing millions of dollars in federal funding that currently funds our homelessness services. I want to be clear about that. We have 500 households that are housed right now under vouchers that are going to be taken away in about a year. Yes, there are 500 households that are going to be losing resources coming up soon. I want to be clear. We can talk back and forth about the perfect strategies, but the reality is we have millions of dollars that currently take care of our neighbors that are leaving our community. And this will have devastating impacts. So we're going to do everything we can here on the local level in the city to address this. That's right. We're going to be taking care of our neighbors. We're committed to that. I want to close with this because I want to be clear that speeches don't change the world, you all do. The people who have come out here today, you all who have come out here today in support of humanity, you all are the ones that are going to make the difference. Yes! And so I need everyone here to commit to taking action today, however that shows up for you. Whether it be talking to 5 of your neighbors, whether it be volunteering with an organization that houses people, that feeds people, that accompanies people in immigration proceedings, or accompanies people while they're seeking an abortion. We need to make sure that we are taking up action to protect our community. So that is my ask to you. I'd also love to see you all at city council meetings. Come see me. Come see us. Because we can take up power on the local level. Local government is the last line of democracy. It is the last line of democracy.
That's right.
And it's still within our power. So let's take that power that we have and do what we can to protect our neighbors. I want to thank you all for being here today and standing for justice. I want to thank you all because work is not easy. I know that. But I hope everyone here takes a moment to meet someone new, exchange numbers, and continue to build this base. We're going to need each other. We don't know what's coming our way yet, but I know that we can tackle anything so long as we do it together. So let's grow this group. Let's grow this group. Let's show up for our neighbors. Let's tax the rich. And let's shield Seattle. Thank you.